Okay, so in the scientific inquiry about crickets, you need to add a reference, right? So we talked about the fact that your reference would be used in your abstract section, okay? Another place that your reference should be used is when you are in the conclusion, right? Because you're going to be saying things about crickets and about why you think their uh, chirping was at different rates according to the independent variable you chose, right? The environmental conditions such as wind speed or temperature or the number of crickets nearby, that sort of thing. So again, when you do that in the conclusion, I would like to see one more time, okay, at the end of the sentence, parentheses with the author's last name and the year. Now, whenever you use a reference within a piece of writing, you need to make sure that you cite it at the end in the resource section. We're going to use APA style. The link below here is going to show you how to use APA style. Okay, it's going to help you generate the resource the best we can. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on that and let's see what it looks like. Okay, so when you get there, it's going to give you a type of source: website, book, journal. If it was none of those, you could certainly pick more things: newspaper, film, online database, so on and so forth. This happens to be a website, so we're going to click on it. Okay, so we have to enter the URL. So I'm going to go back to my Cricut. I'm going to go ahead and go to the link. This is not the name of the website. This is the way I wrote the link. The website's actually down here. Okay, so we're going to click on that. And now we've got the website address, right? So I'm going to click up here. That's the whole web address. I'm going to copy it. Okay. And now I can go back to my citing website, and I can then paste in there that website and hit search. Okay. And this is not going to be the best reference because there's some missing information, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay. It takes a few seconds. You can see it's searching for your source, and it actually found the result, right? So we're going to click on cite, and here's what we found. We found the URL, the website title, the date accessed, and they're looking for some information, right? So we're going to help them out the best we can. So click continue. The article title, I'm not sure there is an article title. There's definitely authors. Okay, so if I go back to that website, okay, by Wayne Williams, Paul Williams, rewritten with permission by Betsy Cooper, web programming by Heidi Lee. Your guess is as good as mine about who the main author should be. I'm going to put Betsy Cooper for now. Okay, so I go back to the citation generator. First name, it's not Bercy, it's Betsy. And last name, Cooper. Okay. You could certainly add the other contributors. I think you should do that. All right, electronically published. I really don't know the year. Now I want to show you something interesting about when you access a website. So if you look at this website, there's not really a lot of information. I know if I click begin, I'm going to get right into the whole process of working with the Cricut and going through the scientific method. But if you follow the web address link, you can kind of get to the root of where it came from. And it's some kind of a web app. It's from gccaz.edu, and it's in the academic tab in the biology, so it was probably made by a biology student, and the topic is the scientific method, right? So I actually kind of broke this down a little bit. I can show you how to do it, actually. Let me just do it now. Okay, so we take all this out of there, okay, and we can actually try to go to the site and see what we get. Not quite getting there. Maybe we could just do www. And there we go. Okay. So we're at the Glendale Community College. So you could put that in for information. Again, there's no years or anything on here in terms of that web app that we're using, but we know it is a web app, and we know that here's the address of the community college. So we do have some other information we might be able to put in. Okay, again, your reference should be as complete as possible. Electronically published, I really don't know that. We're just going to say 2020 because that's our best guess. And that's pretty much it. I don't really think I need anything else at this point. I'm not going to mess around with adding annotations. You can do that if you want and see what that brings you up there. But for the purpose of the video, I'm just going to complete my citation. There it is. Okay. So I get it back. So I'm going to, I had made this already. It kind of came out the same thing. I actually added the year on this one. So I'm going to copy the citation just like that. And I'm going to go back to my paper. Okay. And down in the bottom, okay, I'm going to add that reference, right? So I'm going to now paste that in there. And there's my properly cited. It really should be left justified. There we go. And that's how you properly cite a web address using the citation generator. Okay? Make sure you take all the instructions out as always and leave me with just the references you use. If you decide to use other references outside of this, fantastic. Now you know how to cite them properly. Okay?